All right, good morning, everybody. We're going to start with our toe lifts. Today, we're keeping it pretty simple. We've got 8 exercises. We're going to do 60 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, and we're going to try to get through 3 rounds. Heels up, right, then left, right, and left. So a couple of the exercises, you have options to add weights, or you can do them body weight only if you prefer. 4, 3, tap the heels to the front. So just nice, good bicep curls. 4, 3, 2, tap it out to the side, reach it right to the front. So a little bit of a chest press. 4, 3, 2, tap the toes to the back, straight arm, press it back. So belly's in, little bit of a squeeze. Reach the pinkies back to the wall behind you. 4, 3, 2, knees up. We're going to take our hands lightly behind the ears, or you can have them across your chest, but think about bracing your core. We're going to wake up those hips, wake up those abs. 4, 3, hamstring curls, triceps, press it back. 4, 3, 2, bring the knees back up, shoulder towards the opposite hip, waking up a little that core again, a little bit of rotation, or just a nice good wide march. 4, 3, 2, back to curls. Take those arms up and maybe a little bit out. We're going to pull our elbow down towards our heel. So arms can be reaching forward, or they can be a little more upright. 4, 3, slow deadlift right in the center. Hinge it forwards. Stand up nice and tall. So down, 2, up, 2. Hinge, lift. So it's just a nice good hip push back. And then we're going to reach down, pick up our grocery bags right on the sides of our legs. 2. 1 more. Bring it up nice and tall, slow squat. Down, 2, up, 2. So start with a shallow squat. While we do our warm-up, this is our chance to do a bit of an assessment, see how our bodies are feeling today. Good. 4, 3 more. Down and lift. You can also do chair stands. That's always an option. And last one. Forward step and reach. Take it forward, pull it back. If and when you're ready, you can drop that back knee down into a little bit more of a lunge. 3, 2, side lunge. Step it out. Hold it here. Out to the side. Little side to side movement. Feet are staying flat. They're pointing forwards or a little bit out towards the corner. 4, 3, hold it in the center, cat-cow. Inhale, exhale. So hands can be on your hips, hands can be on your thighs. Good. In and out. Bring it all the way up, feet together, right arm circle it up, bring it back around. Stay here, lift and around. If you want to, if you've got a wall nearby, this is a good test. Switch it to the other side, circle up and around, bring it back. Your arm circle might be lower out to the side. It just depends on you and your shoulders, how they're feeling today. All right, side step, reach and pull. Good. 4, 3, 2, in the center, little bounces. So bounce, bounce. Now you can just do heel lifts. Your feet don't have to leave the ground, but tighten the core, tighten your pelvic floor a little bit, little hops. All right, plank walkouts. Take your feet a little bit wide, hinge it forwards. We're gonna walk it out to a nice good plank, hold it, walk it all the way back up again. If you don't wanna go all the way to the floor, if you've got that chair nearby, Then I want you to put your hands on the seat of the chair, step it back into a plank, walk it forwards, and then come back up to standing again. So it's always good to modify as needed. I know not everybody can or is ready to go to the floor, so you just work your way down. Last one, walk it all the way back, bring it up, roll the shoulders, grab a quick drink of water. We're gonna go ahead and get started with our workout. I think I'm warm enough that the hoodie can come off now. And then we're gonna hope I set up my timer correctly. All right, this is one of those exercises. If you wanna grab a dumbbell, great. If you don't, no worries. We're gonna do a weighted power squat. Now you can just do weighted squats, but we're going to take it down. We're going to squat, lift, squat, and set it down, okay? Or just regular squats. This is your strength move. So 60 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So you've got a couple options. You can just squat, heels up, squat and stand and always have a dumbbell, or squat, heels up, and then stand. So you're picking up the dumbbell and then setting it back down again. I'm gonna hold it a little bit differently because I'm kind of making a little thunk, and I know the other people in my household are sleeping. Now you can just squat, heel lift, squat and stand. You do not have to jump, but it's an option if you would like to. So down, heel lift, down, and stand. And you can absolutely do this with no weights if you prefer. This is strength. That's what I want you to focus on, but we're gonna get cardio in here today too. So I'm keeping it low impact, no jumping. 2 and 1, dumbbell down. We're gonna do a side tap and a cross punch. So tap and tap. So this is our cardio move. 2, 1, so reach, reach. So you can just do a nice good finger opener and reach, or you can punch, but it's just tap, tap. You can keep it right in the center if you don't want to rotate, or I want you to aim towards the corners. This is low impact. You can add a little hop switch in the middle. And if you're gonna try that, go for it. Or you just make it bigger, add a little bit more of a curl. Again, I'm gonna keep it low impact, at least for round 1. So there's really nothing wrong with keeping it low impact for a round, taking it maybe high impact for a round, and then going back down to low. 10 seconds, we're gonna do a side lunge, knee and press, and we're gonna do all right side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, grab a dumbbell. If you step out to the right, dumbbell is in the left hand. Side lunge, knee, overhead press. Your time is on. Now you can just step it out, tap the toe in, and press. Or step it out, tap the toe in, and you can do a side raise. I'm not going to because this is too heavy for me for side raises. But side lunge, knee lift, hold it, press that dumbbell up. Side lunge, lift, and press. So the leg that steps out is the one that should be doing 90% of the work. So I'm here. This leg is gonna have a hard time pulling me up, but this one, if I push really hard, then I'm usually able to get that knee up. Good, 15 seconds. We're gonna do jumping jacks. You have the option to add dumbbells. And if you do, it is super light. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, weighted jacks or just regular jumping jacks. I'm gonna grab 3s. That might be a bit much. 1s or 2s, jack and jack. So you can even change your hand position. like you're flagging somebody down. If you're like, I want to keep doing this, I feel my right arm because that's the one that's been doing overhead presses for the last minute. But you can absolutely keep it low impact. If you don't want to grab weights, we're right here. So not every exercise has to be weighted, but it's an option if you want to get a little extra shoulder work in today. Remember, we are going for a minute for this. This is going to be extra shoulders. And again, if you need to, alternate. Right, left. You're good to go. 15 seconds. We're going to do a deadlift, heel lift with a bicep curl. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, grab weights you can do bicep curls with. We're gonna do a deadlift, curl the dumbbells up to the chest, and then do a heel lift right here. So deadlift, curl it up, heel lift, and down. So deadlift, curl, heels up, heels down. Now you can do a deadlift, curl, heel up, and then go a little bit quicker, but still keeping it nice and under control. But I like doing deadlift, curl, heels up, heels down. You want to keep this deadlift under control, heels up, heels down, arms down, then go into your deadlift. Good, nice, good hinge. Belly's in. I can tell we've done a little bit of legs this week already. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Your next exercise is a walkout with a push-up. You can do just the walkouts, or you can do just incline push-ups. Here's 2 and 1. All right, walkout with a push-up. Now incline push-ups, banded chest press, or just do your plank walkouts. Here we go. So we hinge it. We walk it out. You can carefully drop to your knees. 1 push-up. Bring it back up, and then you're going to walk yourself back up to a standing position. So walk it out. Carefully set the knees down. Do your push-up. Lift up. Walk it back. Take your time. This is a strength move. We don't have to fly through these. I should say this is kind of a strength, kind of a cardio. Walkouts, get your heart rate up. Push-ups, get your strength up. You're well over halfway. So remember, incline push-ups or just your plank walkouts. 15 seconds. Good, and the next one we're gonna do renegade rows, which is rows on the ground in a plank position. Good, rest or standing rows. Just stand up and do rows. But if you can be on the floor, holding a nice good plank position, we're gonna do our rows. So right here, so I'm gonna be in a knee plank. I'm gonna row, set it down. Row, set it down. You can be hands and knees. That's okay too. So if you're not feeling the plank, but hands and knees feels okay, then go with that. Or if you're standing, just a regular row. You don't have to go to the floor. Remember, you always have that as an option of staying standing and doing modified exercises. If you're in your plank especially, take your knees and or your toes wider. It's gonna help you keep those hips level versus having your feet together. Feet together is gonna be a lot harder. Or feet close together, I should say, is gonna be a lot harder. So I take my knees wide, I squeeze my glutes, brace my core. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully bring yourself up to standing. We're gonna do 1 knee, 1 kick, 1 knee, 1 kick. So right side and then left side. Here we go. So knee, kick, knee, kick. So knee, drive, lift, lift. Knee, kick it. So you can just do knees and taps or knee and a toe touch, knee, toe touch, knee, toe touch. If you want to make it up or take it up, you can make it bigger. Knee, Quick, good kick. Good. We're over halfway. Your kick does not have to be high. We're just going to do knee and kick. And if you have to, knee and heel tap. You're still moving. Hopefully you're still breathing. We're good to go. We want to be nice to our legs. Don't have to kick the ceiling. Don't want to overstretch those hamstrings either. Good. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Shake it out. We're going to walk it around. Grab a quick drink of water. This is our little bit of a recovery. We're going to repeat that again. And I think I am going to turn my fan on. I wasn't sure today. Because I think, I didn't look at the thermometer, but I think we were actually supposed to get a frost last night, possibly. Don't know if we did though. But, all right, grab your stuff. Getting ready, we're gonna repeat that again. We're gonna start with our power squats, 60 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So 60 seconds. So remember, you can do this. Down, jump, down, stand, no weights. Down, jump, down, stand. Or down, heel lift, down, and stand. So you kind of add a jump in the middle of your squat. If you want to make it a little bit harder, then we add in the dumbbell. And you can even hold it on the ends if yours will balance. Heels up, down, and stand. That's just too noisy for me. It's the one thing that I miss. If you remember my old floor, that wood look one, it had cushion and it actually muffled noise, and it was a little bit of cushion, so when I did kneeling stuff, it was awesome. This is very thin. It's only like 1/4 inch thin. So here's 2 and 1. Dumbbells down. Side tap with a cross punch. Here's 3, 2, and 1. So tap and tap. So I kind of miss my old floor just for the cushion and the sound muffling effect. But after a couple years, that poor floor. This one seems to be holding up better, but it's not nearly as quiet. It's definitely not as cushy. Good. Nice, good punches. Nice, good reach. You can punch to the front or rotate the entire body. Aim corner to corner. If you need to take the arms a little bit lower, that's okay. If you want to take it up higher, punch towards the ceiling. Good. 12 seconds. Good. In 3, 2, and 1. We have our side lunge with our knee and our overhead press. Over on the other side. So left leg going out, right hand has the dumbbell. Here we go. So side lunge, tap it, press to the ceiling. Step out, pick something up, pass it to the person on the ladder. This is another one. If you don't want to use weights for this, you don't have to. I'm using a heavier weight, but you don't have to do a heavy weight. You are more than welcome to pick something quite a bit lighter. Focus on the balance portion of this exercise versus the strength portion. Just depends on what your goals are right now. So sometimes, I took a couple of vacations in September, had some time off, and one of my vacations was very physical, so I wasn't sitting. I was still doing a lot of sitting in the canoe, but a lot of walking and hiking. I still noticed that I needed a little extra time to get back into the routine. 3, 2, and 1. All right, jumping jacks. Your time is on. I might have accidentally tapped a button, but that's okay, right? It's a minute. If you need to go less than a minute, it's all right. So really control those weights. So I know it's easy to just you know, swing it up there if you're choosing to use weights. You can absolutely switch your arms. Like I said, if you're gonna do weights, you know, light weights, like a pound. This is 3. This is probably a little bit much, at least for me today. But as I was saying, if you've been out for a while, even if it's only been a week or 2, give yourself some grace when you get back into the routine. So there's a difference between, you know, doing a lot of walking and then strength training, and your body knows the difference. So if you've been doing a lot of walking or you haven't been able to work out, give yourself grace when you come back into it. Good, weights down. Deadlift, curl, and heel lift. 3, 2, 1, shoulders down. Hinge, curl it up, heels down. Hinge, curl, heels up, heels down. This one's a little slower, a little steady, so you can give yourself a moment to reset. So I'm here, reset, hinge, reset, stand and curl, reset, heels up and heels down, reset. So allow yourself that little bit of a pause to reset your body, catch your balance, check your body position. Good, hinge, curl, lift, and lower. Less than 15 seconds. We're gonna do our walkout with our push-up. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, walk out with a push-up. I'm gonna have my weights ready since I'm gonna do my renegade rows on the floor. Here we go, so hinge it forwards. Walk it out to a nice good plank position. Knees down, shoulders are over your wrists here. Down, lift, then walk yourself up. I like to lift back up onto my toes, so it's an option. Come down to your knees, push up, lift up onto your toes, or stay on your knees, walk yourself back, come back up to standing. If you're staying upright today and you don't want to go to the floor, incline push-ups, banded chest press. You take that band behind you and press it out. You're going to get that chest work. Good, we've got 10 seconds. I'm just going to stay on the floor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, renegade rows on the floor. Standing rows is fine. I'm just gonna get that upper body work going. And you don't have to have your hands on the dumbbell, so you can have one hand on the floor. Good, time's on. Row, set it down. Row, and set it down. I know not everybody is comfortable holding onto a dumbbell, so you can absolutely pick another option. But if you're all right with it, then go ahead and have those hips back. So plank, hips are in front of the knees. For a hands and knees position, your hips are over your knees. But here, my hips are in front of my knees. Squeeze the glute, hold a good plank, stabilize, pull back towards my pelvis. Like this one, this is gonna get your core. Your challenge is to not rotate your body. Keep your torso parallel to the floor. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, go ahead and bring it up. I feel like we're forgetting something. But we're gonna do one knee, one kick. So bring it up, one knee, one kick, one knee, one kick. Knee, kick. Good. So lift, press, lift, and press. So we did our squats, we did our tap and our cross punch, we did our jacks. I don't know, maybe it's just the way my timer is working. What am I forgetting? knee, and press, knee, press. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. 10 seconds rest. We still have another minute. What did I miss? What did I miss? We're just going to do a nice good jog in place. I feel like we forgot something. Or I might have just goofed up my timer, which is 100% possible. I might have hit like a back button, so we get an extra minute in this round. So you can jog, you can power march. It's completely up to you. I thought I might have accidentally forwarded through the 10 seconds of rest, but I might have actually hit the back button. All right, so nice good power march, nice good jog. We just have an extra little cardio burst in here, because I swear we went through all of the exercises. We'll get a little break after this, and then we'll go through round 3. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out. Walk it around. Grab a quick drink. We're going to go through that one more time. So go ahead, grab your dumbbells, or grab your dumbbell. We're gonna do our power squat or our regular squats. 60 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So wider stance, squat it down. Heels up, squat it down, stand tall. So the heels up or the jump is your power move. So you can add the jump if you want to. Make sure we're not here looking down at the floor. So we don't want to go down, heels up, down, and lift. Or we don't want to round our spine and do our lift. So we sit back, heels up, sit, and stand. That just means core is braced. It's a good squat. You just add a heel lift or a jump in the middle. Hinge, lift, hinge, and tall. The important thing when we start to add jumps and we start to add weights is think about your core. You should not feel like your back is arching really bad when we do these, or rounding. Good. Rest, side tap, cross punch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap, tap. So punch it to the front, punch it to the corner. If you want to play around with it, change your hand position, like all the time. So do 4, and then go back up overhead, or adding in the cross. So 4, 3, I'm going to go up, reaching, corner, corner. The higher your arms, the higher your heart rate's going to go. If you got to keep your heart rate lower, you're going to keep your arms down. If you can take it up, give it a shot. 15 seconds. We're going to do a side lunge into a press. So the knee is optional. Grab 2 dumbbells if you're going to use them. Good. 3, 2, and 1. All right, side lunge to a press. You can hold 1 dumbbell on the ends or have 1 dumbbell in each arm. Here we go. Side lunge, press, switching sides. Side lunge, lift, press. So I'm definitely going to go a little bit slower, partly because I just doubled my weight. Since I've got 2 dumbbells, I'm doubling my weight. Now remember, you can do You're over halfway, one dumbbell on the end, side lunge. If you want to do that knee up, do the knee and then set it down. Side lunge, knee up, press it, come back down. 15 seconds. So the challenge is to catch that balance. Take it out, push it up, hold it, balance, then press. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Jumping jacks, with or without weights. With or without weights. You choose. 2, and 1. So this is going to be extra shoulders, but there's nothing wrong with no weights. Now you can even go all the way up. Just remember, you've got this extra resistance. Most of us are going to have to slow it down. If you need to, single, single. You also have the option right here. Full jumping jacks if you want, with or without weights. I actually find full jumping jacks with weights to be easier because I'm kind of using that momentum from the full jump to get those weights up. It's kind of cheating. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, deadlift, curl, heel lift. This is our little bit of recovery. Good, hinge it forward. So hinge, curl it up, heels down. So pick something up, and then we're gonna lift. I love this one because this is core without being core. So you've got to brace, stabilize, hold the dumbbells up at your chest. Now, if you need to keep it at your hips, it's all right. But I like to give you the chance, curl it up, stabilize, go back down. Good, 15 seconds. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, walk out with a push-up. Incline push-ups, just the walkout. 2, and 1. So hinge it forwards. Walk it out, down to your knees if you'd like. Push up, lift up, walk yourself back. So slow and steady. As we're doing our push-up, shoulders down, away from the ears, and brace the core. Think about all the times that maybe you have to get up off of the floor. There's a couple different ways to do it. This is one of them. I like to do the lunge position better, but sometimes this is what you got. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, renegade rows, or come back up to standing rows. I just want you to focus on your back. Good, time is on. So hands and knees, plank position, or you can just be in hands and knees. This is gonna get you a little bit of extra core work. I encourage everybody to try one variation that's a little bit harder than what you normally do. So maybe you're doing hands and knees and you're here. Try shifting your hips forward just a little bit. You can stay on your knees, don't have to go to your toes, but give it a shot. But make sure we don't start pushing our weight back with our hips towards our heels. Hips over knees or hips in front of knees. 15 seconds. Make it a little bit harder. Lift up into a plank. Pull, and down. Pull and down. We have 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells out of the way. We're going to come back up. One knee, one kick, each leg. Good. Here we go. I got to get on beat. Knee, kick, knee, kick. So knee, reach, knee, reach. So you can keep it right in the center. Don't have to rotate. But if you want, just adding a little bit of a turn, but it's really elbow, toe, elbow, toe. You can even keep it here. If you need to, sit in a chair. You can absolutely do this sitting in a chair. So lift and kick, lift and kick. "15 seconds. At 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk around, shake it out, grab a drink. Got my timer right today. Or I got the timer right this round. I think I accidentally hit a back button on the last set. So bring it up, clear your area, give yourself a little bit of space, get your heart rate and your breathing down a little bit. We're gonna go for some stretching. So we're gonna start right foot forward. We're just gonna get toe taps in. Tap your toes. We're gonna roll our shoulders up, back and down. So goal is to get the heart rate down. And then we're also keeping the lower body moving a little bit. Get that blood back up to our hearts. Good. Switching sides. Same thing. Nice good toe tap. Nice good backward shoulder rolls. Good. Switching sides. Take the heel down. Hinge. Stand tall. So hinge. We're going to do a little bit of moving stretching today. This is called dynamic stretching. Hinge. Lift. Good. We're going to add a circle. Circle it down. Bring it right back up again. So hopefully this feels better than it did when we were doing the warm-up.